Hello there, good morning. Welcome to this short video on how to zip your files and send. Many of the time we want to send multiple files over the internet or share multiple files to our friends or to our colleagues, maybe over the internet or over social media, and you will think of how to, you know, share these files easily. And sometimes you want to share folders, so you need to zip those folders. So to do that, we're gonna be using an application called the WinRAR application. Now the WinRAR application is just an application, a zipping application. It's an application that helps you to zip your files. It has a lot of functionality, but we're just gonna be looking at the major functionality, which is to zip your files and folder. For example, if I have a folder like this one now, this Catherine folder, and I want to zip all of these two folders all together, there are many ways I can do that. The first way is to create a zip file. So I can just right click on my desktop. If you already have the WinRAR application installed, you can just right click on your desktop and then you go to new, and then you go to new WinRAR archive or new WinRAR zip archive. Now there's difference between the WinRAR archive and the WinRAR zip archive. Yeah, the difference is just there are just two different kind of files, because we have the zip file and when we have the other zip file that has a different extension. So for the best and most easily shareable version is the zip file. So you just click on new WinRAR zip file, and so it's going to give you an extension of what? Of zip, zip. Then you can change the name. Maybe you just change the name to maybe files. So then you can then open it. You can see it here. It is an empty WinRAR file, so no any item has been added. So after this, you can now click on the add button here, and clicking on the add button here, it's going to navigate you to your desktop so that you can select the files and folders that you like to add to the WinRAR file. Now you go to the location where those folders are. So in my own case, my folders that I want to zip are on the desktop. So I'm going to select those folders that I want to zip. I've selected the first one, and the second one that I want to zip is this one. So I'm going to select these two folders, and then I'm going to click OK. Now if you have multiple files, you select all of them and then you can add them. You can add as many times as possible. For example, I have added two folders to my WinRAR file. Now I can still add more if I have more items to add. Maybe I have another item to add from maybe another place, another location. I can still go to that location, and then I still locate that item, and then I still add them. Okay, so then the next thing is, once you've added them, that's all. Your zip file is ready for sharing. If you look at the size of my WinRAR file now, you can see 1.33 megabytes. That's to show you that some items have been added. Even in future, if you so wish to add more items, you just open it and then you click on add. Okay, so this is the first method to quickly add items to your WinRAR file. So step 1, you create the file, and then step 2, you open the file. Then step 3, you add the content of the file. You add the files that you want to zip. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this file now, and I'm gonna delete it now. I'm gonna show you the second method. So the second method is where you just select those files you want to zip together by pressing down the control key. So pressing down the control key helps you to multiple select items on your computer system. Then the next thing is you just simply right click on the selected items and then you click on this menu, add to archive. Add to archive. When you do this, it's gonna pop up the archive window, dialog window, where you change the archive settings and then you click OK. So in this case it has highlighted the name, and I'm just gonna change the name from archive to files, and I'm gonna choose the format here to zip, and that's the only thing I'm gonna change. You can do so many things, as I said, so many functions with this WinRAR, but I just want to focus on the major function, which is to zip files. Then I click OK, and then my files have been zipped, and here is my zip file. So this file is a zip file, so it is treated as a file, but in turns it contains many items such as files and folders that are bundled into it, so that when you want to share, you are just sharing a single file, but then you have shared all those folders and files that have been bundled into it. Now, what do you do when you receive such a file? How do you extract? That's the next question. How do you retrieve all the folders and files that are bundled inside this WinRAR file? It's very simple. As soon as you've gotten the file, either from the internet or from your mail or from the social platforms such as WhatsApp or other social platforms, you simply just right click on the file. Two ways to extract. You simply right click on the file and then you click on extract files here, or you say extract file. Now the difference is just that extract files will give you the option to choose where you want to extract it. Extract here will simply extract in this location where the file is located. So, or you can just open the file and click extract to menu here. So the extract to menu is going to ask you to choose the location where you want to extract to, and by default it will try to create a new folder for you whose name is exactly the name of the file. For example, if you look at this address, you see this is desktop and files, so it's gonna create this new folder called files, because the name of the WinZip file is files, right? So it will just create a folder called files, and then it will put everything inside it for me. So once I click OK, it has this process is what we call extract. It has extracted it, and here is my folder. So you can now see that I now have a folder called files, and if I open the folder, I'm going to see all the content of the zip file here. So that's how you can now extract the content of the zip file. Okay, so that's all. See you in our next training. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you'll be notified of our future video. Thank you.